In the lush Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve lived in harmony with nature and their Creator. They tended to the garden and enjoyed the abundance that surrounded them. God had given them a simple command. They could eat from any tree in the garden except the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For in the day they ate from it, they would surely die. One day, as Eve wandered near the forbidden tree, a serpent appeared. This was no ordinary serpent, for it was more cunning than any beast of the field. The serpent spoke to Eve and questioned the command given by God. "Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden?" the serpent asked. Eve replied, "We may eat the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God has said, 'You shall not eat it, nor shall you touch it, lest you die.'" The serpent, with a sly tone, said to Eve, "You will not surely die, for God knows that in the day you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." The serpent's words stirred curiosity and desire within Eve. She looked at the tree and saw that the fruit was good for food, pleasant to the eyes, and desirable to make one wise. She took of its fruit and ate. She also gave some to her husband, Adam, who was with her, and he ate. Instantly their eyes were opened, and they realized they were naked. They sewed fig leaves together and made themselves coverings. In the cool of the day, they heard the sound of the Lord God walking in the garden. Filled with shame and fear, Adam and Eve hid themselves among the trees. The Lord God called out to Adam, "Where are you?" Adam replied, "I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid myself." God asked, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree of which I commanded you that you should not eat?" Adam said, "The woman whom you gave to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I ate." Then the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" Eve replied, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." The Lord God pronounced judgment on the serpent, saying, "Because you have done this, you are cursed more than all cattle, and more than every beast of the field. On your belly you shall go, and you shall eat dust all the days of your life. And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. He shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel." To the woman he said, "I will greatly multiply your sorrow and your conception. In pain you shall bring forth children. Your desire shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you." To Adam he said, "Because you have heeded the voice of your wife, and have eaten from the tree of which I commanded you, saying, 'You shall not eat of it.' Cursed is the ground for your sake. In toil you shall eat of it all the days of your life. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for you, and you shall eat the herb of the field. In the sweat of your face you shall eat bread till you return to the ground, for out of it you were taken. For dust you are, and to dust you shall return." Adam named his wife Eve because she was the mother of all living. And the Lord God made tunics of skin for Adam and his wife, and clothed them. Then the Lord God said, "Behold, the man has become like one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put out his hand, and take also of the tree of life, and eat, and live forever." Therefore the Lord God sent him out of the Garden of Eden to till the ground from which he was taken. He drove out the man, and at the east of the Garden of Eden he placed cherubim and a flaming sword, which turned every way, to guard the way to the tree of life. Thus ended the days of Eden, as mankind began their journey through the world, marked by the knowledge of good and evil and the hope of redemption.